Okay, so in the previous class, we had done many questions based on this definite integrals. Now, let us continue with that exercise only. So, this is second question from 7.10 exercise. So, here it is 0 to 90 under the root of sine phi cos the power 5 d phi. Now, how to integrate this one? Now, first of all, what we can do is we can rewrite this as 0 to 90 under the root of sine phi. This cos phi can be written as cos the power 4 into cos phi d phi. So as we had done lots of questions where we have to tackle with the odd power of sine and cos. So we generally drop one power. We will write this as cos the power 4 into cos phi d phi. Now let us convert this cos the power 4 in terms of sine. So how to do that? We will apply that class 10 identity. So this can be rewritten as 1 minus sine square phi ka whole square cos phi d phi. Right? This is how we'll proceed. Now, obviously, it should strike to you that we should take sine phi as t. Let us take the sine phi as t. So if I take sine phi as t, then its derivative will be cos phi d phi, that is equal to dt. So this will be the derivative. Now let us convert the question to t form. And before that, we have to change the limits also. So let us find the new limits in terms of t. Because I had told you earlier, whenever you are doing substitution, then you should always change the limits also. So let us change the limits in this question. So when you change the limits, you will write when phi was 0, then correspondingly your t will be equal to 0, because you know that sine phi is, that is all. So next is when phi is 90, then you can see that we'll use the substitution. When you put sine 90, it will be 1, because we know that sine 90 is 1. Now let us convert the question to t form. So I can write this question as 0 to 1 under the root of t 1 minus t square ka whole square dt. This is how I can rewrite the question. This was cos की power 4. This can be written as sin cos की power 2 का whole square. So internal one can be written as 1 minus sin square phi whole to the power of 2. So this is how we had written. After that, after substituting this sin phi as t, this is what you will get. Now, here you will expand this whole square, you will multiply root t in that, and then you will split the expressions and just integrate them. And finally, you will put the limit from 0 to 1. So let us see how. So I can write this as I can be written as 0 to 1 under the root of t. So over here, I can write this as 1 plus t to the power 4 minus t square dt. Now let me multiply root t and let me split them also. So t to the power 1 by 2 plus 0 to 1. So 4 plus half will be 9 by 2 dt, and last expression will be 0 to 1. So here I have to do 2 plus half. 2 plus half will be t to the power 5 by 2 dt. Right? So this is what we had done. We had just expanded this whole square. After that, I am multiplying this t to the power 1 by 2 inside. So when I multiply, this will become t to the power 1 by 2. This will become t to the power 4 plus half, because when bases are same, you will just multiply the powers. You will add the powers. So this is how we had done it. And similarly, when you multiply this root t with this one, you will get this as t to the power 5 by 2. Now we had splitted the integral also. Now let us integrate and substitute the values. So when you integrate, this is what you will get: t to the power 3 by 2 upon 2 by 3. Limits are running from 0 to 1. Then plus t to the power 11 by 2 upon 2 by 11 minus t to the power 7 by 2 into 2 by 7. Limits are running from 0 to 1. Limits are running from 0 to 1. So this is what you will get after integrating. Now let us substitute the limits. When you substitute the limit, this will become 2 by 3 t to the power this 3 by 2, so that is simply 1 only. Similarly, here you will get 2 by 11 outside, so 1 minus 0, and here also you will get 4 upon 7, 1 minus 0. So 1 to the power of this positive number is obviously 1. So now, after calculations, we can write this as 2 by 3 plus 2 by 11 minus 4 by 7. So it's a simple calculation. Take LCM and then calculate the final answer. So complete this question yourself. Just last step you have to do calculation work. That's it. This is a standard 4-marker question. Okay, after this, we will start with the third question. So those who have written this, they can start with the third question. So here in this one, it is sine inverse 2x upon 1 plus x square. So we can write this as 0 to 1, 2 tan inverse x dx. How we can write this? By using that formula from inverse trigonometry, where sine inverse 2x upon 1 plus x square was equal to 2 tan inverse x. Now after this, after using this formula, we will take this 2 outside. So it will become 0 to 1 tan inverse x. Now you know how to settle this tan inverse x. So in that integration by parts 7.6 exercise, 7.6, I had told you how to integrate this. So you will just multiply it by 1. That can be written as x to the power 0. And then you can apply integration by parts. So let's see how. This can be written as 0 to 1. 1 into tan inverse x, which can further be written as 0 to 1 x to the power 0 into tan inverse x. This is what I can write. Now you can see that it is a combination of that inverse trigonometric and algebraic. X to the power 0 is treated as an algebraic. So ILATE, that rule we will apply. ILATE. So obviously this I have to take as first function because inverse is occurring first and then algebraic. So this I have to take as second function. Now let us apply integration by parts and let's see. So when you apply integration by parts and this can be written as outside. First function as it is, tan inverse x as it is. Integration of dx is simply x. Limits are running from 0 to 1 plus 0 to 1. Now derivative of tan inverse x was 1 plus x square. Integration of dx is simply x. So this is how we can write it. Now after this, we can rewrite this as tan inverse x into x 0 to 1. And this can be done by that substitution method. So you know that this will be equal to half log. So how it will be this? Because you know that we will take 1 plus x square is equal to t, then 2x dx is equal to dt. So dx can be x dx can be written as dt by 2. So this is how I had written it. Now let us change the limits also. So we can change the limits with the help of this. So this one I am doing by substitution method. I had done it directly because you know that how to integrate x upon 1 plus x square. We had just taken 1 plus x square as a t. So 2x dx will be dt. So x dx will be dt by 2. Now we can write that as half log t because go alega dt by t. So that is half log t. Now the new limits will be when you put x is equal to 0 over here, it will become 1. And when you put x is equal to 1, then it will become 2. So let us substitute the limits now finally. So this can be written as tan inverse 1 into 1 minus 0 So earlier also I had told you when you are substituting the limits, then you have to substitute in all for all values of x. Like wherever your x is, you have to substitute. So I'm putting this 1 over here as well as over here. So that is what I'm getting. Now here when I put the limit, it will be half log 2 minus log 1. So after this, you know that tan inverse 1 is simply pi by 4. And this is half log 2 minus 0 because you know that log 1 is simply 0. So this will be equal to pi by 2 plus log. This will be our final answer. So you can just write down this. So we are doing this question by integration by parts. That is 7.6 exercise. Okay, now after this we will do question number 8 of the 7.10 exercise. This question came for 2 marks in board exams. So let us do question number 8 from the exercise. You can write down question number 8. Okay, now let us see this question number 8. So here it is 1 to 2, 1 by x minus 2, 1 upon 2x square e to the power 2x dx. Now first of all, we had done that formula where we have fx plus f dash x into ex. So first of all, this is the problem. It is e to the power 2x. So your first step is you should take this 2x as t. So let us take 2x as t. Now if I take 2x as t, then let us see what will happen. You will just take the derivative of it. So dx will be dt by 2. Now let us change the limits also. So when your x is 1, then correspondingly here you will substitute. So your t will become 2. And when your x is 2, then again you can substitute over here. So you can see that your t will become 4. So these are the new limits. So what we had done, we had taken this 2x as t. I had just differentiated and I am changing the limits also. So how to change the limits? Already I had told you. When your x is 1, then your t will become 2. When your x is 2, here you will put, so 2 into 2, t will become 4. These are the new limits now. So now let us divert this question in the terms of t. When you convert the question to t form, you can see that your limits will become 2 to 4, 2 to 4. So this 1 upon x. From here, I can see that x can be written as t by 2, because from this one I can see that I can write x as t by 2. So I have to put the value of this x, that is why I'm finding the value of this x. X can be written as t by 2. Now similarly over there also you will substitute. So when you substitute over here, it will become t square upon 4. Because it is x का square, तो x का square आ जाएगा t square upon 4. Now e की power t dt and half we have to retain over here. This is the half dt by 2. So this I had taken over here. Now let us do a little bit of more calculations. So I can rewrite this as half 2 to 4. This will become 2 by t minus, and this will become 2 upon t square dt dt. So after calculations, this is what I can get, because I can write this t upon 2 as, this was t upon 2. So this can be written as 2 by t. And this 2 and 2 will cancel out. So this will become 2 upon t square. Now what you can do is, you can take this 2 outside and cancel out with this 1 by 2. So we can see the changed form of this question. So it will be so this will be equal to integration 2 to 4 1 by t minus 1 upon t square et dt. So what I had done, I had taken that 2 outside and I had cancelled it. Now you can compare it with that form. So here your ft will be 1 by t and your f dash t will be minus 1 upon t square. So straight away you can write your answer as 1 by t e to power t, limits are running from 2 to 4. So here I am utilizing that form. I had used that. It was et ft plus f dash t is equal to et ft plus c. So this is what we had done in that exercise 7.6. This was that special form. It is that indefinite integral. Now here you are applying indefinite sense. So obviously you will not write that plus c over here. You will just write 2 to 4 and this is the expression. This is et ft. That is what we had written. Now let us substitute the limits and let's see the final answer. This can be written as 1 upon 4 e to the power 4 minus 1 upon 2 e to the power. So this will be your final answer. So upper limit is 4, lower limit is 2. So straight away we are substituting and we are getting the final answer.